Right, let's restart our application. There we go, up and running. And what I want you to do is open up application.properties and let's grab this URL here, Command C, and remember /h2. So here I'm going to open up my web browser and then I'm going to say localhost 8080 and then h2. Enter and check this out. So this actually was pre-populated, but if it's not, then just paste that URL in there and you can see that we have a generic h2 embedded, and this is the driver, username SA. So in here, SA, and then the password is empty. Now let's test the connection, and you can see that test successful, and let's connect. So there you have it. So now you can see that we have this console right here where we can run SQL statements, so on and so forth. So here we have the information schema, and we have users as well. So SA, that's the user that we have. And basically we can now interact with our database. So obviously this database right here, if you go to, where is it? Tables in here. So here, if we select, you can see that we kind of have a bunch of tables, but we haven't created our own table. So let's go ahead and actually do that. So to do that, what I'm going to do is, so right here under the description of this video, you have access to these two SQLs. So this has a bunch of inserts, so about 1,000 inserts, and this has the schema. So this is the table. So create table, customer, and this is varchar email password. So basically this is the exact same attributes in here, ID, name, password, and email, as the same of our customer. So ID, name, password, and email. So in here, inside of resources, what we're going to do is we're going to create a file called, so this will be a file called schema.sql. There we go. And let's also have the data.sql. There we go. So basically you can see that I actually have the names here, right? So now let's take a customer, and you can find all of that from the description of this video. So that's the data, or actually that's the schema. So we paste the schema here. There we go. And I can format this, and let's grab the data SQL contents, go back, and then inside of data.sql, let's paste that. And that should take a while, and you can see that it was 1,000 of them. Now let me close these two files, and I'm going to restart the application. There we go, up and running. Now let me go back to my console in here, and what's going to happen here is if I refresh, you can see that I need to log in again. So that's fine. So test connection, connect. Now check this out. We have this new table right here. So customer. So which means I can say select and then start from customer and then run. And then you can see that we have basically all the customers here, right? So I can select. So I can say select count from customer. And you can see that we have 1,000 customers in here. So we're not going to spend much time diving into this console and how it works, but you can see that we actually now, when we start the application, we create our schema in here, and then the data.sql populates the data for us. So next, let me go ahead and show you how to basically from the DAO layer, so how we're going to configure our application to connect to the H2 database, because currently it's not. right? So remember, what we had was, so here, localhost, and then API, and then this was customers. That's the version 2, and you can see that this is basically coming from an in-memory database. And if we go to edit configurations, and then let's say in here, use fake customer repo, this will be false. I'm going to say apply, OK, and then restart the application. There we go. Go back, and if I refresh, you can see that we have a to-do. So implement real DB. So this is what we are doing now, right? So now we're going to, instead of returning this hard-coded data, we want to return the data that we have in our H2 database. So if I run, oops, I restarted. So let me connect again. So select start from customer and then run. You can see that we have all of this data, and basically we want to expose this data in our API.